questioned the very fabric of your existence? What if the life you're living right now is just the surface of something much deeper, something infinitely more profound? Beneath our everyday actions, thoughts, and feelings, there's a burning quest that unites every human being, the quest to discover who we truly are. The human experience isn't just about surviving day to day. It's an exhilarating journey of self-discovery, an exploration into the vast ocean of consciousness. But here's the catch. This is no ordinary journey. It's one that dares you to peel back the illusions, to confront your ego, your fears, and everything you think you know about yourself. Imagine embarking on a quest to unravel the deepest mysteries of existence, to pierce through the veils that cloud our perception. It's not about fleeting moments of clarity or simple intellectual understanding. It's about awakening to a profound truth that echoes across all spiritual and philosophical traditions. We are not mere bodies or minds, but a divine essence, eternal and untouched by the layers of illusion we've built around ourselves. Whether it's the wisdom of Vedanta, the revelations of Buddhism, or the contemplative practices of Christian mystics, they all point to one thing: our undeniable unity with the divine. But this journey is anything but straightforward. It's a labyrinth, full of unexpected turns, moments of clarity followed by clouds of doubt, flashes of insight accompanied by confusion. And yet with every twist, we move closer to the core of our true nature. To walk this path means confronting the shadows of your own mind, your fears, your attachments, the layers of conditioning that have shaped your perceptions. It's a process of alchemical transformation, one that requires you to let go, to surrender. But don't mistake surrender for defeat. This is not about giving up control. It's about aligning yourself with the greater forces that govern the cosmos, allowing their guidance to lead you toward a deeper reality. This deeper reality reveals something incredible. There's always more to know, more to explore, more to understand. The journey of self-discovery is endless, but each step brings you closer to that unchanging essence at the heart of your being. It is here, in the stillness beneath the chaos of daily life, where the true nature of existence reveals itself. But why is this truth hidden from us? It's because we are wearing the foggy glasses of ignorance. This isn't just about not knowing. It's about perceiving reality in a fundamentally flawed way, like looking at life through a distorted lens. Think about it. We walk around feeling isolated, disconnected from the world and each other. But that's the illusion. The truth is, at our core, we are connected to the very source of all existence. And it is this realization that brings about the greatest transformation. The clouds of ignorance start to part, and we begin to see life not as a random series of events, but as a deeply interconnected web of meaning. This is the true adventure, a journey that transcends time, culture, and tradition, because the search for truth is a universal endeavor that binds us all. Will you dare to take that journey? What if everything you believe is just a mirage? Have you ever wondered if your pursuit of happiness through material possessions and fleeting pleasures is nothing but a wild goose chase? In today's world, we are conditioned to chase after these temporary thrills as though they were the essence of life. But is this endless race toward what's shiny and new blinding us from something far more important? Could it be that everything we perceive as real is just a shadow on the wall, and the true source of existence lies hidden, waiting for us to look deeper? The highest wisdom, many would argue, is not about knowing everything, but in recognizing that beyond this chaotic material world, there is an unchanging reality. It is this reality that many spiritual traditions strive to reveal. But here's the tricky part. This deeper truth cannot be perceived by our ordinary senses. It is not something we can touch, see, or hear. It is beyond labels, beyond names. It is the very structure of existence, a higher reality that flows through everything. This higher reality is often spoken of in terms that make it seem distant, even unreachable. But the shocking truth is that it's not separate from us. Our true nature, hidden behind layers of illusions and misconceptions, is divine and eternally free. Yet most of us remain utterly unaware of this profound reality. Why? The answer lies in the concept of ignorance. But this isn't just a lack of knowledge. It's far more insidious. This ignorance acts like a thick, dark cloud that obscures our vision of the higher reality, a veil of illusion that distorts our perception of who we truly are. Imagine for a moment that the higher reality is like a radiant sun, always shining, always present. But we can't see it because a dark cloud of ignorance covers the sky. This ignorance isn't passive. It actively distorts our vision. It's what makes us see ourselves as separate from the rest of existence. It's what feeds the ego, attachment, and endless desires. But how do we lift this veil? How do we break free from this distorted perception? One powerful way is through self-reflection and introspection. By turning inward, we begin to unravel the layers of conditioning that have built up around us, the prejudices, the false identities, and the self-imposed limitations. This inner journey helps us reconnect with our true nature, with the divine essence that lies at the core of our being. According to Sadhguru in Life and Death in One Breath, ignorance is not just an intellectual failing, it is a fundamental misperception that keeps us bound to the limited and the transient. But self-reflection alone isn't enough. Another powerful method of dissolving this cloud of ignorance is through the cultivation of virtues such as kindness, compassion, and patience. Each virtuous action we perform acts like a ray of sunlight, slowly dispersing the dark clouds of ignorance, allowing us to bask in the warmth of the higher reality. In this sense, these virtues align us with something far greater than ourselves, guiding us toward a life of deeper meaning and connection. The journey to dispel ignorance and see reality as it truly is requires courage. It demands that we confront the falsehoods we've lived with for so long, the false sense of separation that has kept us isolated from the vastness of existence. So, the question remains, are you willing to take the first step toward lifting that veil? How often do we mistake the moving shadows of life for reality itself? Every one of us is caught in this game, and unless we break free from the constant illusions that surround us, we remain blind to the interconnectedness of all life. The world feels so real, so tangible, yet it is the very veil of illusion that blinds us to the truth. Meditation and mindfulness are often hailed as pathways to clarity because they help calm the restless mind, letting us glimpse beyond the facade. But why is it that this illusion persists, keeping us bound to the physical, the temporary, and the ever-changing? The deeper you delve into meditation, the more you begin to unravel the layers of illusion. In those fleeting moments of stillness, something extraordinary happens. The veil lifts, and for a brief moment, the higher reality shines through. But the illusion is persistent, isn't it? It's not something that can be shattered easily, for it has taken root in the very fabric of how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. We see ourselves as separate beings, isolated from the vast cosmos, unaware of our divine essence. Our ignorance stems from a fundamental misunderstanding, identifying ourselves with the body, the mind, and the ego. It's this identification that generates suffering as we fear death, decay, and disease. The ever-changing world around us feels so real, but in truth, it is no more permanent than a shadow on the wall. What we perceive are just fleeting images on the screen of life, with our true self remaining untouched pure consciousness, the unchanging substratum of existence. The greatest mystery is that this ignorance dissolves with knowledge, not the kind of knowledge you can acquire through books or intellect, but the realization of your inherent divinity. When the illusion crumbles, what's left is clarity, a deep understanding of your true nature. As Sadhguru says, To have the awareness that we are only moving from one form of ignorance to another is the greatest blessing that one can start with right now. But here's where many of us falter, by judging others on their spiritual path. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that because we know a little more, we are somehow more evolved than those around us. Yet each of us is on our own journey. The pain we feel when witnessing someone else's ignorance is often a reflection of our inner turmoil. What we see outside is merely a mirror of what we hold within. To feel at peace with others' suffering, we must first resolve the inner conflicts that cause us pain. Instead of feeling superior or pitying others for their ignorance, remember this: each person is evolving at their own pace. We are no more spiritually advanced than the next person. We are all walking our unique paths. Just as we must respect our own journey, so too must we respect theirs. As Robin Sharma wisely said, the mind is a powerful servant, but a terrible master. When we let our mind and ego dictate our spiritual understanding, we get entangled in illusions of superiority and separation. So the next time you feel the weight of others' suffering or spiritual ignorance, ask yourself, what within me is being triggered? What am I holding on to that needs to be released? As you embark on this deeper level of self-awareness, you'll find that the pain fades, replaced by a sense of unity and understanding. We are all reflections of the same consciousness, bound by the same illusion, but inching closer to the truth with every step of our journey. Are you ready to let go of the illusion and awaken? Have you ever felt sorry for someone who seems completely lost in their own illusions? It's easy to look at others, see their struggles, and wonder why they haven't yet woken up to the truth. But here's the secret. Everyone's consciousness evolves at its own pace. Just like you wouldn't expect a kindergartner to solve advanced equations, we must understand that each soul progresses through its own journey of awakening. Some may still be captivated by the temporary thrills of the material world, while others, after enduring so much suffering, are finally ready to embrace a deeper truth. The key is compassion. If we judge others for where they are on their path, we're not only being unfair, we're reflecting our own inner judgments. Every single person is walking their own unique spiritual journey. Who are we to say where they should be or how fast they should move? Often the people we think are spiritually ignorant may be much further along than we realize. That's why judgment holds no place in our spiritual evolution. The real challenge is to observe without labeling, to let go of judgment, and to embrace love and understanding for all beings. Think of ignorance like a thick cloud that hides the ever-present sun. The sun never disappears. It's always shining, but the clouds, the distractions of life such as greed, anger, desire, and selfishness, obscure our view. As soon as these clouds begin to dissipate, through practices like meditation and mindfulness, the brilliance of the sun, or the higher reality, shines through. The truth is, our divine essence has been there all along. We've just been too distracted to see it. What are these clouds made of? They are the countless distractions that keep us bound to the physical world. Selfish desires, fleeting pleasures, ambition, anger, and fear. These are the illusions we cling to, but they are only temporary. The deeper truth, the unchanging reality, is always there beneath it all, waiting for us to recognize it. So, how do we lift the veil of illusion and let our divine nature shine through? One of the most powerful practices is letting go. But let's be clear. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on life. It means releasing our attachments to the things that keep us entangled in illusion. It's about freeing ourselves from the grip of material possessions, desires, and passing pleasures, and creating space within us for something far more profound. Letting go opens the door to our higher reality. It allows us to stop seeking happiness and fulfillment in external things, and instead find them within our own hearts. This is the ultimate realization. True happiness doesn't come from outside. It has always been inside, waiting to be discovered. When we turn our awareness inward, we reconnect with our divine essence, the eternal source of our consciousness. Each time we purify our thoughts, act with compassion, or meditate on our true nature, we remove another layer of the clouds that obscure our view. These moments of clarity are glimpses into the deeper reality that is our true self, the same reality that every spiritual tradition speaks of. It's a journey of self-discovery and awakening, where we realize that we are not separate from the higher reality, but an integral part of it. And remember, this journey isn't about speed or comparison. It's about letting go of the need to judge, releasing the illusion that happiness lies outside of us, and embracing the profound truth that everything we seek is already within. The only question is, are you ready to let go and awaken to it? Thank you for joining me on this journey of awakening and self-discovery. If this message resonated with you, please share it with someone who could benefit from these insights. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more spiritual wisdom, and leave a comment below with your thoughts and reflections. Your support helps us continue spreading this profound message of truth, love, and enlightenment. May your path be filled with light, and may you find deep fulfillment within. Until next time, take care, and see you soon.